Well, folks, it's been over 2 weeks now at Rachel Zegler's Snow White has failed to get anywhere near break-even point. Let's talk about this. It is well over 2 weeks whereby this film has not even cracked $150 million worldwide. Now, on Monday, this film still dropped a significant amount on Monday. That means it's not holding up very well. It made only $1.3 million in a second Monday. That is a $46.4 million drop from last Monday. Now, what it means is that this film currently now stands at a total of $68.3 million. Now, if we're comparing it to Angelina Jolie's Maleficent 2, that film still did $1.3 million. It did $1.3 million. And what happened is that film only dropped 44.2%. Dumbo, on the other hand, dropped 67.5% and made $937,000 at the time. Dwayne Johnson's Jungle Cruise made 1.9 million, dropped 49.4%. A Haunted Mansion made $1.3 million in the second Monday, dropped 46.8%, and then Cruella did 1.4 million and dropped only 69.6% on its second Monday. So what's happening here is that this film currently now is still below $150 million worldwide. It is definitely going to lose Disney over $300 million officially now. It's been confirmed. Many trades have confirmed it, from the New York Post to so many other outlets. Now, if you go to Deadline, it seems like Deadline still wants to deceive the masses. They are saying that after ancillaries, as after TV deals and Blu-ray sales and everything, that Snow White is only going to lose $150 million total for Disney. They are just trying to sugarcoat and spin this because they believe that people are dumb to believe the nonsense lies they are trying to spin. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that everything they're saying is a total lie. Let me explain this. We know this film will cost Disney over $300 million in losses, but there is something you still have to look at here is that you are only guessing. I'm talking about Deadline. You're only guessing how much this film will generate on the ancillary markets after its theater run, and then you're giving us a fictitious estimate as to what Disney will lose at the end of the day. And they are sugarcoating it so badly that it is unrealistic that Disney only loses $115 million. There's no way Disney is only losing $115 million on a project they spent $300 million to produce and $150 million to market. That's ridiculously bad as a lie at this point. So there is no way Disney is losing only $150 million, even with ancillary markets included. Let's not kid ourselves right now. Now, to be fair, the media, they've been trying desperately to defend Rachel Zegler. They've even started blaming Gal Gadot as the one that caused this film to fail. They're saying that Gal Gadot is the person to be blamed. No matter how much they blame Gal Gadot has no business in terms of the numbers this film is performing at right now. She has no business being blamed for anything. Mark Webb did what he did, but let's be honest, Mark Webb is just a third wheel here. He directed a propaganda. He directed a propaganda piece and he got paid, and that's the end of that. So, in terms of where this will rank as Disney's biggest flop of all time, I don't think there's any project in the history of Disney that has lost them over $300 million. I could be wrong because they had the old Lone Ranger film, I think, starring Johnny Depp. If I'm not mistaken, that film lost Disney over $200 million. That was a long time ago. Not too long, but I would say 10, 15 years ago when that film came out in cinemas. The Lone Rangers is one of the biggest flop Disney has had. They also had other major flops like the Marvels. The Marvels lost Disney $237 million, and that is even coming from Deadline. If you look at the Deadline reports, they say that that film lost Disney over $237 million. How can the Marvels lose Disney over $237 million, and all of a sudden Snow White is going to end up losing Disney only $115 million, only $115 million at the box office? These lies they spin is just dumb as hell. Disney hasn't had any kind of flop on the same level. It's ridiculous. And Disney this year has already lost closer to $500 million in between their two major releases. Captain America: Brave New World has lost Disney over $100 million, and as well as the fact that Rachel Zegler's Snow White is going to lose Disney over $300 million. So you're looking at Disney being almost at a $500 million in the hole right now. They are now hoping for Lilo and Stitch to do well enough for them to recover and rebound back from the disaster they have currently accumulated for themselves. But this is where we are right now. This is a major, major, major disaster on every level you want to look at it, anywhere you how anyhow you want to spin it. Bob Iger will still have to answer to the boards. I've still said this, that Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy are both the cancer of Disney. Disney needs to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger. These two people need to go. They have to go. They just get rid of these two clowns and starts firing a lot of the activists they have on their board, their division, and then maybe we'll see whether there will be some changes at the top, because this is not good for a company like Disney to lose so much money on a major project like this. It's just insane. But guys, this is the numbers as it is. I've said this that I'll be covering its day-to-day numbers. This is the second Monday. It's performed very badly. $1.3 million is not good. And if you go to Twitter, Luis Fernando is estimating that it's going to do around 90 million to 100 million total domestically. That means you give or take 120 million internationally. You are looking at 210 million worldwide. Is the same as the Marvels all over again from over a year ago. Even Brie Larson, since that period, Brie Larson has been almost unheard of. Like, she has gone under the radar. I've said this, that killed Brie Larson's career, and you can see till now no one is even talking about Brie Larson in Hollywood. It is just that bad, and so good that she is finally seeing the issues she has caused for herself. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this box office rundown. Please share your thoughts down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Do like our content. I'll see you guys very much next time.